Chapter 25. In all these years of Marana's detention, Christopher was the most notorious warder at Decapit. He went to second chamber, where war captives were kept. The wolf knew that Zaquinian prisoners needed water to moisture. He took joy in denying them of wetting and drinking from cave spring. He also tortured the first chamber inmates at nights, who are only Amaland, common law offenders. When Marana was brought by the land authority, the wolf personally removed every feather of the woman. When it was exposed, and the whole world was against his action, Christopher was investigated, convicted, and brought back as a prisoner. He could not stand the shame, and he committed suicide. The present tiger supervisor, Rattan, is a popular warder. He is preferred by the prisoners, but Rattan makes promises of all kinds. He tries, but he could not fulfill most of them. The tiger is friendly with Marana, and he treats her well. He personally supervises her supplies and gives her what she wants. She gets water, fruit, ointments, gifts, newspapers, and good food. Rattan protects and does not allow plucking of her feathers. She is taken care of by 2 specialist doctors, but Rattan tells her lies to encourage her. He is always informing of her coming freedom. This, he says, is coming very soon, in a matter of few days. But he keeps changing dates, giving her one reason or another. Rattan told Marana a few days ago he has written a letter to King Damagan and that the king would be sending a prison commissioner to negotiate her freedom. Rattan didn't write any letter to King Damagan. The king doesn't personally know anybody called Rattan. A commissioner was only coming on official duty to Decapit, and when eventually Giovanni a lion came without any word of freedom. The old dove was hopeful and peaceful, as well as prepared for talks. But the man entered, silently looked around, and turned to go. "When?" She impatiently called his attention. Marana spoke out of anger. She tried and calmed her temper. She continued talking for some time. Wiles, the silent lion who stood still, was listening. At last he said, "I have heard you," and left. Rattan was seemingly careful and afraid. He quietly followed the lion out. When news of freedom circulated, it did not come for Marana but for others. It came for criminals and Amaland war deserters. They have been taken back to rejoin the land army near Great Bridge. State pardons were also given annually by King Damagan. Many Aeretian journalists have been freed and deported. They are presently writing about woes of Decapit. The last annual peace conference had called for exchange of war captives, and it has been honored by the warring kings. All Zaquinians being held in the cave of Decapit have been transported safely and formally handed over. Yet Damagan would not grant Marana freedom. There is no reason given so far. Each year or month new prisoners are brought. They eventually go and leave her behind. Yet the old dove has the hope to be free one day. She has inner instincts and strong faith to survive the odds. Her health is failing and she is getting much older. Her vision is becoming dim, close to blindness. News is already circulating worldwide. Wiles' next visit by her grandchildren draws closer. Public clamor is increasing, and the date is getting more popular. Aeretia Parliament has passed a resolution with a strong statement. It threatens that Aeretia would impose economic sanctions on military materials, cut food aids, and other supports if land government fails to free Marana on that day. The United Community of Nations has called on Amaland to release Marana unconditionally out of Decapit. Hugozone has spoken from his sickbed asking Damagan not to delay. Megalord describes Damagan as a madman for keeping her in prison. Philanthropy International has donated huge money and medicine with a statement that sanction would not change Damagan. Moralists are organizing Solidarity March in Airgarden.